Welcome to The Late Show. Everybody here, everybody out there, everyone watching from New Zealand. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, since our... Lovely people. Well, lovely people.
Yes.
And take them all home. Now, I don't know if you guys were watching last week. Since our last show on Thursday, we've changed locations. On Thursday, we were in the Ed Sullivan Theater, and tonight, we're in medieval times. Everyone gets half a chicken and a pitcher of Sprite, because on Friday morning, led by Samuel Alito, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, reversing almost 50 years of precedent. So, reproductive rights in America lasted for less time than the young and the restless. Jack Abbott's evil twin is going to be so shocked when he comes out of his 5th coma. Now, a draft opinion of this ruling was leaked back in May, and I read the actual ruling this weekend, and basically, all that has changed since early May is the font. The Supreme Court went from Times New Roman to very old Times Roman. So, the thing is, we already did an entire monologue on this exact ruling a month and a half ago. It was a pretty good monologue. You should go check it out. This is how you go check it out. I'm really mad at those guys who did that monologue for all the jokes they thought of back then. Those jokes would really have been helpful for me to have tonight. Damn you, slightly younger me. Now, everybody's talking about overturning Roe v. Wade, but this decision also overturned something called Planned Parenthood v. Casey, which was the 1992 case that upheld Roe. And the heart of that case is this: people of good conscience can disagree on this profound moral and philosophical issue, but, that court said, quote, "Our obligation is to define the liberty of all, not to mandate our own moral code. The underlying constitutional issue is whether the state can resolve these philosophic questions in such a definitive way that a woman lacks all choice in the matter." And what the court appears to be doing now is mandating its own moral code. Of course, they might argue, no, we didn't. We specifically ended our opinion by saying we returned the issue of abortion over to the people's elected representatives. Have you met the people's elected representatives? I have. Louis Gohmert is one of them. I'm not sure if he knows where babies come from. But even the fact, you ever feel that? You get him right now? And then this is that. But even the fact that we got a leaked copy almost 8 weeks ago did not emotionally prepare the country for last Friday's seismic shift in the political landscape. Because with this ruling, for the first time in history, the Supreme Court has eliminated an established constitutional right involving the autonomy to decide what happens to your body. And having more personal rights is kind of America's whole thing. We invented it. Americans having rights taken away is like KFC changing their slogan from "We do chicken right" to "There is no constitutional right to chicken. It's finger licking gone." In the decision, this land is your land. In the decision, Alito noted that abortion is not deeply rooted in this nation's history and tradition, and therefore is not protected as a right. Hey, Sam, maybe not everything we do in America has to be inspired by the stuff they did 200 years ago. That's why the CDC hasn't released guidelines on how to treat monkeypox with leechcraft. Well, turns out taking away rights from half the people in the country wasn't popular with the people in the country. This weekend, protests erupted everywhere from Washington, D.C. to New York, San Francisco, Denver, Boston, Philadelphia, even Salt Lake City. Look at that crowd in Salt Lake City. Do you know? Do you have any idea how hard it is to be too conservative for Utah? They think jazz is basketball. That's true. It's based on a true story. In fact, in recent polls, more than 8 in 10 Americans believe abortion should be legal to some degree. But we know majorities don't matter. That's how you get this Supreme Court. This ruling had immediate... What's going on here? This ruling had immediate consequences. As soon as it happened, multiple states either partly or fully banned abortion by enacting what are called trigger laws. Trigger because they go into effect immediately, not that they control guns. You can't take away a constitutional right. Now, these laws, triggers. These laws around the country vary greatly, but multiple states are trying to stem the flow of abortion-inducing pills by making their shipment through the mail illegal. So that's pretty smart, because if they ban the pills, the only way around that would be if someone in America were willing to sell drugs illegally. Which, my lawyers say, I have no knowledge of. So, if something's illegal, it stands to reason there's got to be a punishment, right? Let's ask this politician, who I am sure never paid for anyone's abortion.
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
Please. Please, 4 years of you was punishment enough. So, what? So, what will the punishments be? Republicans don't want to answer that question. A leaked memo from the National Republican Senatorial Committee said, our position should be based on compassion and reason. Republicans do not want to throw doctors and women in jail. Mothers should be held harmless under the law. I don't understand. Held harmless, but still illegal? I can understand why you wouldn't want women taken away in cuffs, because that would be super unpopular. So what's it going to be? A fine, $150 plus 2 points on your sex license? Because there's going to have to be a sex license. Can you imagine the lines at the sex DMV? Oh, this picture is terrible. My penis is blinking. But we're going to have to do it. We're going to have sex licenses. How else can you keep track of who could possibly be pregnant? They're going to have to install those red light cameras in your bedroom, or if it's your birthday, on the kitchen counter. It'll be like mandatory OnlyFans. But wait, there's more bad, because experts say birth control restrictions could follow abortion bans and expect states to challenge emergency contraception, IUDs, and Plan B, which means folks not wanting to get pregnant will have to rely on Plan C, picturing Samuel Alito naked. 100% effective. Abortion. I bet I look like that. Did they use my body? Did they use my body in that photo? Abortion bans could also punish those who participate in vitro fertilization, explains TV's hottest new crime procedural. Law and Order IVF.
In the criminal justice system, women are prosecuted for two separate yet equally stupid reasons: not wanting to have children and wanting to have children. The whole thing is...
Dumb.
Of course... That's good. Of course, throwing this down to the states is already creating so much chaos and confusion that many women in America don't know what the court allows them to do anymore. And for those women, here's a word from our newest sponsor.
Please give me the answer.
What's it gonna say?
I can't take this any longer.
When you're wondering how the recent Supreme Court ruling will affect you, it's time to reach for the Clear Rights Home Test, the only at-home kit designed to alert you whether you get to make your own decisions.
Okay, but it's my body.
Is it? Take the test and find out. Just go into a bathroom, do whatever girls do in there, then wait 5 minutes and ask your husband to read the results.
Oh, I don't have a husband.
Yeah, there's a shocker. Our digital display will give you fast results, like positive for rights, positively no rights, reply hazy, try again, and ask the Federalist Society.
Wait, why are my rights in my pee?
I don't know, why are babies in pee?
It says I have rights. Oh, wait. Offer not valid in Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana.
And our Supreme version comes with a little picture of Justice Samuel Alito on the stick. Oh, no, you can't reuse that.
Oh, I know. I just want to pee on him again.
Clear Rights Home Test. From the makers of Is Your Gay Marriage Legal? Coming sooner than you think.
We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Wanda Sykes and Ronan Farrow. But when we come back, meanwhile, join us, won't you?